Forget tractors and sprawling fields. The future of farming isn't out in the country. It's right here, in the heart of our cities. Imagine looking up at a skyscraper and seeing not offices, but floor after floor of vibrant, fresh lettuce, herbs, and berries. This isn't science fiction. Welcome to the world of vertical farming, a revolutionary approach that promises to feed our growing urban populations by 2040. Our world is at a critical juncture. By 2050, nearly 70% of the global population will live in cities. This relentless urbanization is consuming the very farmland we depend on. Traditional agriculture, already strained, faces mounting pressure from climate change, water scarcity, and the environmental cost of a global supply chain. The food on your plate might travel thousands of miles, losing freshness and nutrients with every mile, while burning fossil fuels and contributing to emissions. We need a new way to grow. Enter vertical farms. These are not just gardens stacked on top of each other. They are highly sophisticated, climate-controlled ecosystems. Inside these indoor farms, every element is optimized for perfect growth, 365 days a year, regardless of the weather outside. But how does it actually work? It all starts by ditching the soil. Most vertical farms use soilless cultivation methods. The most common is hydroponics, where plants grow with their roots submerged in a precisely mixed solution of water and mineral nutrients. Then there's aeroponics, a high-tech method where roots are suspended in the air and periodically misted with a nutrient-dense fog. This technique, originally developed by NASA, uses even less water than hydroponics. Both systems deliver nutrients directly to the roots, allowing plants to grow faster and healthier. Instead of sunlight, these farms use smart LED lights. This is where the real magic happens. These aren't your average light bulbs. They are tailored to provide the exact spectrum of light that plants need for photosynthesis, often resulting in a signature pink or purple glow. Farmers can tune the light recipe to enhance flavor, increase nutritional content, or accelerate growth. The environment is further optimized by enriching the air with CO2 and using a network of sensors to monitor temperature, humidity, and nutrient levels in real time. AI algorithms analyze this data, making micro-adjustments to create the perfect growing conditions for every single plant. This precision brings incredible benefits, especially when it comes to water. Vertical farms operate on closed-loop water systems, meaning water is captured, filtered, and reused again and again. The result? They use up to 95% less water than traditional field farming. In a world facing increasing water stress, this is a game changer. And because the environment is completely controlled, there's no need for chemical pesticides, herbicides, or fungicides. The produce is clean, safe, and ready to eat right off the rack. Now, all those lights and climate systems require energy, which has been a major hurdle. But the industry is innovating at a breakneck pace. Modern LEDs are incredibly efficient, and farms are increasingly powered by renewable energy sources like solar and wind. Some are even integrating with other urban systems, using waste heat from adjacent buildings or data centers to warm their facilities, creating a circular urban metabolism. The payoff for this level of control is staggering. By stacking crops vertically, a single acre of indoor space can produce the equivalent of hundreds of acres of conventional farmland. And because they are immune to seasons, they can harvest year-round, not just once or twice, but 15, 20, or even more times per year. This leads to predictable, consistent yields of high-quality produce. Studies have shown that by fine-tuning the growing recipe, vertical farms can even produce crops that are more nutrient-dense and flavorful than their field-grown counterparts. This revolutionizes the supply chain. By growing food directly inside or on the outskirts of cities, vertical farms slash food miles from thousands to single digits. This drastically cuts transport emissions, reduces our reliance on fossil fuels, and minimizes food waste, as less produce spoils in transit. You can have greens on your plate the very same day they were harvested, offering a level of freshness that was previously impossible for most city dwellers. And this isn't just a concept, it's happening now, all over the world. In land-scarce Singapore, vertical farms are a cornerstone of the nation's strategy to bolster food security. In the desert metropolis of Dubai, the world's largest vertical farm is growing millions of plants, providing fresh greens for airline passengers. In Japan, they've been perfected to supply hyper-local produce to supermarkets, while across the US and Europe, farms are being built in repurposed warehouses, shipping containers, and even on rooftops. Of course, the path to 2040 isn't without challenges. The high initial cost of building these farms, the capital expenditure, is significant. Energy remains a major operational expense, and a power outage can be catastrophic without reliable backup systems. Currently, the business model works best for high-value, fast-growing crops like leafy greens, herbs, and some berries. Growing staple crops like wheat, corn, or potatoes vertically is still not economically viable. But innovation is relentless. Automation and robotics are key to overcoming these hurdles. Robotic seeders, harvesters, and packers are already reducing labor costs and increasing efficiency. As the technology matures, the costs of LEDs, sensors, and control systems are falling, just as we saw with solar panels. Looking ahead to 2040, the future is even brighter. We'll see AI-driven plant scientists that develop perfect growing recipes for thousands of different crop varieties. We'll see farms fully integrated with renewable energy grids, and the cultivation of new, high-value products like algae for biofuels or microgreens for pharmaceuticals. We'll also see a rise in smaller, decentralized community farms, empowering neighborhoods to grow their own food. The vertical farming revolution is about more than just technology. It's about reimagining our relationship with food and redesigning our cities to be more resilient, sustainable, and self-sufficient. The future is a city that can feed itself, where fresh, healthy food is accessible to everyone, and where agriculture works in harmony with the urban environment, not against it. Want fresher food and greener, more resilient cities? The solution is rising all around us. It's time to start imagining and supporting the vertical revolution.